Today's show is sponsored by Vices. Embrace your bad habits. Hey, check out, let me move this out the way right quick. Check out the merch. Y'all make sure y'all go out there, check out the Vices collection. Y'all get over there and get your t-shirt. He's on Instagram, so make sure y'all go over there, check his page out. Phenomenal young man doing some great things over there. Go over there and support. Get your Vices t-shirt. Everybody has bad habits. Hey, we all got bad habits. I got bad habits. You got bad habits. Hey, go over there, check out the collection. You feel me? Hey, but check this out. I'm trying to understand one thing here. Bethune Cookman, did y'all not check out who y'all was playing this past weekend? Listen, Coach Keaton. I remember speaking to Coach Keaton 3 years ago. I believe he's over at Allen University, if I'm not mistaken. I remember speaking to that coach 3 years ago, and he said to me, Coach, if I get out here and I can build it, I can get the pieces that I need to build a program the way I want to build it, we're going to be a problem. It didn't happen where he was at, but it's happening. It didn't happen where he was, but it's happening where he's at right now. Oh, my God. Wait. Bethune Cookman, did y'all not see them folks was tied with Florida Memorial last week? 28 all at halftime when the game got called due to weather? Did anybody not pay attention to that? Did y'all not pay attention to the fact that this team came back down to a team and they thought they was going to walk off the field with a W? And Clark Larry said, nah, ain't happening that way. This bunch right here in the SIAC is for real. We're going to talk about it right after this. Favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all the upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. Tap the interference to it, tell them to come on in. It ain't nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to jump on in this thing because I know you're like, Coach, don't you start this mess. Hey. Wait a minute. Wait one freaking minute. I sat and watched this game throughout all of the static pages, all of the static that was on the daggone show, on the TV that was coming up. I sat there and watched this show. Matter of fact, my wife is mad at me right now because I'm supposed to be taking her to the mall, and I got so caught up in this game, I was like, baby, hold on. I even slid off, had to go back to the bedroom, like I was getting changed or whatnot. I put my clothes on so we can leave. So, I was buying time that way. But, man, look here. I sat there and watched Clark Atlanta. They was down 21 points in the first quarter. Bethune Cookman put up 28 on them folks in the first freaking quarter. Listen, Cam Ransom, the quarterback, was over there. I guess they got a heated quarterback battle that's going on right now. That young man was out there on the field playing unconscious. He was playing out his mind where at one point this young man was 12 for 12. Throwing passes to the Bethune Cookman receivers out there. I mean, it was like they was up and down the field. And I don't know what in the world took place. Coach Keaton must have flipped that switch, and them boys said, let's go. Hey, hold my beer. It's time to go to work. And they got out there. They scored their first daggone touchdown against Bethune Cookman when you had 11-yard pass from David Wright III to David Martin, touchdown. And guess what? That was all she wrote after that. They held serve right before the end of the first quarter. They was able to get on the daggone board. But then Bethune Cookman, they came back. Cam Ransom threw another touchdown bomb to Kobe Stewart for another touchdown. That was another touchdown pass that they had, and it scores 28-7. Beginning of the daggone top of the second quarter, Bethune Cookman was up 31-7. But the crazy thing about it was the score of this game in the beginning didn't tell how nasty Clark Atlanta could get with you out there on the field. I'm trying to recall the number of the athlete. It was a receiver that caught a pass on the sideline. And one of the Clark Atlanta defensive players hit the receiver. You had another young man come across and clean his freaking clock. And he stood there, he was like, ugh. And it got to popping that finger like, yeah, we in this thing. And everybody's out there talking crap to them kids. And guess what? That's when the light switch went off. You started seeing how things were beginning to change. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, whoa, hold on, puppy brakes a little bit. This is getting a little out of control. They were up by 24 points at one time in this game. I'm like, there's no way in the world this is happening. I mean, you had Cam Ransom. Cam Ransom was out there looking like modern day Michael Vick. I'm talking about he throwing passes all over the place. He pulling this thing down. He running the ball. I mean, he's out there laying the wood to Clark Atlanta defensive players like, hey, you want this smoke? Come on up in here and get it. But Clark Atlanta was not backing down. They refused to back down. Like I said, I refuse to lose. You know that public enemy line. You know that public enemy line. They were like, nah, we're not doing this today. We're not doing this today. Y'all want this smoke? Guess what? We're going to draw the line in the sand. We're going to come get this action right now because we ain't backing up out of here. They was not leaving up out of damn Daytona without getting that W. And the crazy thing was, David Wright III, that young man, I'm trying to remember, they had drove down the field like right before the half. This young man is standing like on the 2-3 yard line. I could be off on the yard line. This young man, if I'm not mistaken, it might be a little nasty, y'all. Y'all, plug your ears if you can't deal with it. But it looked like this young man was starting to dehydrate out there on the field, and he would not come off. That kid got hit low. He got hit low in the legs. He would not come off the field. It didn't matter how them folks was hitting him out there on the field. That kid would not come off the field. You feel me? Them boys wanted that damn game yesterday, and they was not going to be, hey, listen, was not going to be denied. They were not going to be denied. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. Are y'all for real? I'm like, Bethune, y'all can't put these boys away? They come back, they put another touchdown up before the half. And I said, uh-oh, we got a problem. Now it's 14-34. They down 20. They down 20. David Wright III, like I said before, looked like he was hydrated. Armand Harris threw a pass, 5-yard pass to Delancey Tolliver. Matter of fact, that clip was so nice, I put that bad boy up on my TikTok. If y'all ain't follow me on TikTok, make sure y'all go follow me over at TikTok. TLSN12 over at TikTok, Tomorrow League Sports Network. That clip is over there as well. Go check that thing out. Run them numbers up on that for me too over there. But yes, listen, all I can say is those young men, I got to salute them young men for real. Them young men in the AUC, in the ATL ain't playing no game. Boy, hey, I need my Morris Brown team to get back out here and play some ball. I need Morris Brown back out here on the scene with a football team. This is pissing me off right now. But you know what? I'm going to love it because these brothers are doing some things out here on this field that a lot of folks didn't expect for them to do. I mean, when you got Coach Keaton and got the athletes coming together with everybody believes, and sometimes you have to be able to sit down with these young men and get it in their head in a mental standpoint. You got to understand, this game is played here, and sometimes when we let too much stuff go in between these ears of ours, it screw us up. And guess what? Them young men wouldn't bite. They was not backing down from nothing out there yesterday. And they just said, you know what? We're going to give you what you asking for. Again, Bethune Cookman, all them touchdown scores that they had, they couldn't keep. They couldn't get sevens no more. When Clark Atlanta started holding them jokes to the field goals, I said, this is going to be a problem. Matter of fact, I posted up on Twitter. I said, guess what? I smell an upset getting ready to happen. I said, I smell an upset getting ready to happen. And Lord Jesus, look at what happened. These boys came and got this game from daggone Bethune Cookman, 38-37. But you know what? We got to talk about a couple of stars in this game. We talked about the action as far as like the passion and whatnot. David Wright III. This young man threw the ball 49 times, completing 30 for 374 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Armand Harris, who threw the receiver that he could. Listen, Armand Harris is a dangerous receiver. Hey, bro, chill out. Y'all got to forgive Knox. He in here acting crazy right now. But Armand Harris was able to contribute to the offense by throwing a touchdown pass in late in the second quarter, going into the half, where they ended up, I think they had 14 points going into halftime. So salute to him. He had 1 touchdown pass, 1 pass for 5 yards for a touchdown. Cam Ransom threw the ball 31 times, completed 22 for 382 yards, 3 touchdowns, had 2 sacks. He was sacked twice in the game. Again, like I stated before, Cam Ransom. Again, this young man, it was like, what couldn't he do out there on the field early on in this game? I mean, the young man rushed the ball 11 times for 79 yards. He even had a rushing touchdown on the day. So, I mean, you got to give this young man his props as well. The defense for Clark Atlanta was outstanding in this game. I mean, you had guys out there just doing what they need to do to make it happen. Jamal Jones, wide receiver for Clark Atlanta, he had 10 receptions for 127 yards. Ryan Harris caught 6 passes for 94 yards, 3 touchdowns. David Martin had 1 touchdown pass for himself. He caught 8 passes for 85 yards. Again, these young men was out here putting on, making sure they let everybody know you're going to keep our name in your mouth. Courtney Reese for Bethune Cookman, he had 4 receptions for 72 yards, 1 touchdown. Kobe Stewart's another one, had 2 receptions for Bethune Cookman for 79 yards and 1 touchdown reception. My question is, why didn't we see Patton and William Roberts III out there on the field? I mean, guys, it was so hot out there. You need to put everybody out there and let this thing go. I mean, again, like I stated before, I'm just sitting here watching everything that's going down, trying to get to understand exactly what Bethune Cookman is going to do, because honestly, truly, I had Bethune Cookman listed as my daggone sleeper coming out of the SWAC. And guess what? It looked like they're going to be sleep the whole daggone season. Ain't no sleeper, because now everybody knows you put that pressure on them, they're going to buckle. And I'm sitting, again, I don't understand how in the heck. Yeah, you know what? Screw that. I do understand how this happened, because what normally happens is when you get out there on the field, you get a little cocky and arrogant as far as what's going on. These kids take pride in what's going on. And that team, Clark Atlanta University from Atlanta, Georgia, took pride in making sure that people understood who they were and who they are and what they came in there to do, because this was a business trip. It wasn't about them coming in there trying to daggone sit on the sand, have fruity drinks and all this other kind of crazy stuff and chase the women around in bikinis. They was coming down there to kick some tush. And that's what they did. They put belt behind. And guess what? Bethune Cookman felt the wrath of what Coach Keaton and his coaching staff was bringing down there to Daytona Beach. But guys, you know what? Give it up to Brandon Gibbons. He had six tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 sack in the game. You also had Eric Searcy. He had 5 tackles, 2.5 tackles. What was that? 2.5 tackles for loss. He had 1.5 sacks in the game. Marion Rogers had a pass breakup. I'm just giving some love to some of the Clark Atlanta players, because you know what? Those young men feel like people don't pay no attention to what's going on with them, and they ain't getting no love. Guess what? The love is coming from Coach Walker, for Tomorrow League Sports Network, and everybody sitting here watching y'all. Congratulations to y'all on getting that W out there against Bethune Cookman in this game. Like I stated before, when you come out there, you leave it all out there on the field, and you believe in the system in which everything is going on, and understand the assignment at hand. Anything's possible. They just showed it. But guys, Coach gonna go ahead and get up on out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead.